What is going on, guys? One Man 2010 here, bringing you some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. It's going to be a regular free-for-all game on Salvage. I'm running the UMP 45 Silence Marathon Lightweight Ninja Pros, and yeah, just gonna talk about college in this one. My previous commentary over Halo Reach, I mentioned that I was gonna be doing my next commentary over college and my thoughts on it. Um, I just finished my freshman year of college. I graduated high school in 2010, and then had to take a year off for financial troubles. And then family issues arose, so I had, just a really rough year. So I finally got back into school for 2011, 2012, and I gotta say I learned a lot. First, financial aid is an uphill battle that will never end. I think because the FAFSA for most colleges is due in March. This is entirely in the U.S. UK people, sorry, I don't know how it works over there. If you guys want to drop your input in the comments or whatnot, let me know. I'd really like to know how it works out over there. But over here stateside, um, your FAFSA, the financial federal application for financial student aid, is due usually sometime in March. And then from there, the government will review it and determine, what your established need is, how much you actually need for your aid. And then it gets forwarded to your college, and they determine how much they'll award you for your actual schooling. And the one thing I learned is that there is a lot of paperwork involved into this, and that not always will your college be keen to tell you about this until it's usually really late. Before I could start my fall semester, my tuition was like $1,200 for the year, or for the semester, and that's 12 credit load, which is full time. I'm going to a community college, so I can, take the cheap route to get some of my general eds out of the way. And they didn't tell me anything about my financial aid until like a week before all of it was due. And they're like, "Oh, by the way, you have all of this to do, and also on top of that, you've also got paperwork you need to send to your parents in Virginia to get them to fill it out too for your aid." And it's like, "Oh, wonderful." So it really became a bit of an uphill battle, but I got it all figured out, and so I'm more ready to go for it this next coming semester for the next year of school. So I'm ready for all this paperwork they're gonna throw at me and be ready for tight deadlines. The one thing about college though that I learned this year that really makes me mad is that the education you get in high school really doesn't seem to matter at all. I'm studying for computer support technology at the community college. I'm only allowed to go to get my associate's degree, and to get that, I need to take like intro to computer literacy, and I need to take like keyboarding and things like that. And it really aggravates me because I've taken all these classes. I took keyboarding when I was in 7th grade. I took Intro to Computer Literacy when I was in 8th grade, and then I took it again as a senior. And it's like, really? So I had to take it again a third time in college just this last spring semester. And it's beginning to aggravate me. I'm like, really? Does it really pay off to go to high school and to do all this shit? When you're just going to be made to do it again in the college? It doesn't make sense to me. It's almost like the college doesn't give a shit. They just want your money. And that could very well be true. I could be completely wrong, but it's really getting annoying. Um, so that really aggravated me. I had to take the class again this semester, and the teacher taught it in some completely bizarre way, and I really didn't give a shit, and so I nearly failed it, but I did pass it, but barely. Um, so it's just one of those things. So definitely for people who are starting to go into college, just in my experiences alone, I'm not going to say this is going to hold true to you, but this is just kind of a forewarning. If you're taking the AP classes, the advanced placement, college level ones, the AP exams and all that, be prepared for those to not count if you go to a community college. They didn't count for me, which pisses me off because they were, really difficult for me. AP English, I barely passed that my senior year. I'm not good with literature or anything like that, so that class crippled me, more so than my one hand already has. It's a joke. Don't, feel bad. Um, so be prepared for AP classes to not count if you go to a community college, because they didn't count for me, and it really pissed me off because I was kind of hoping those would help me. They would help take down some of the classes that I have to take, and that didn't help. Second thing, if you take technical classes in high school, also be prepared for those to not count. I'm not, especially for a community college, but I'm thinking more so also at a four-year school or a trade school, something like that, because they didn't count for me. I took every computer class offered to me at both high schools I went to. I transferred midway through my junior year, if you didn't already know this. I took, computer programming and computer programming, keyboarding, things like that while I was at the first high school district. And then when I transferred, I took um, computer info systems. I took business and finance with computers, things like that. I took literally every computer class that was offered to me at my high schools. And when I got to college, they said, nope, none of those count. You have to take all of them over again, which really pissed me off. I had to take a keyboarding test and prove to the school that I know what I was doing. Funny story, I've got one hand and I took the keyboarding test and passed it with 63 words per minute. Gommelcopter. I don't know why I said that, but so be prepared for things to not count when you get to high school. Be prepared for a constant uphill struggle because it's really not fun. Did I really just say high school? Whatever. It's part of, ADD script commentary, whatever. So yeah, like college, it's really aggravating for those who are going to college soon or are already in college. Those who are already in college may already know this. Some of these things they may be able to, agree with me on. And if that's the case, let me know. Tell me your experiences, what have you. And those who are getting ready for college, keep some of these tips in mind. It's really, really going to be an aggravating experience, but at the same time, it's one of the greatest experiences in life. Since being in college, I've learned a lot. Definitely, not just from school, but about life in general. Responsibility, things like that. Because there are things they teach you in high school and college that don't prepare you at all for anything in real life, and that's stuff you have to learn on the fly on your experiences. But that's all I've got for this commentary, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay and, my commentary for the topic for the day. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.